Hello, I'm Ron Dunker, Head of Business Development here at Oaken. Thanks for opening this video. Today, I would like to talk to you about Oaken's professional customer relationship management platform. It was started at Purdue University, and it was designed by professional farm managers for the professional farm management industry. And they said, to us that they needed a place for centralized customer information, a place they could put all their data, enabling their business, their entire business, to manage customer profiles easily, right? So they also said to us, oh, our customers are our lifeline. We always are looking for ways and needing ways to improve our customer relations. Well, Oaken developed a very ag specific customer data, a way to personalize interactions with those customers, a technology to do that. And so they also said, well, we need something to help us adapt more quickly, adapt to different changes that are going on in agriculture. Our platform allows you to do that, building in those efficiencies, using data, using your customer data, using your lease data, so that you can plan accordingly and build in efficiencies to your business. Also, they were wanting a way for them to have a centralized platform to allow them to have customer history and the ability for, say, a new farm manager to step in and hit the ground running and have all the tasks that they need to do from a farm management standpoint for the company, but also a way for them to have a structured customer list and what the relationships are to those different uh, land and the clients that own those land, what that different structure is, and a way to interact with them seamlessly. Oaken has built that in. So you'll have all that information. Um, they said, we're growing. We need scalability. We need the ability to put data into a system using technology. Well, Oaken is a modern cloud-based CRM. I like to call it CRLM because farm managers also reached out to us and said, hey, we need help with leasing. We have built that component in there as well as a company. So as more data comes in, as more relationships, and a system that is adaptable and customizable, that's Oaken. Oaken is that system, is that platform. It allows for, they said, well, we need collaboration, right? So we don't need our farm managers working in silos. We need them to be able to collaborate with clients, collaborate on land, collaborate on, maybe it's vendors, maybe it's all those sort of things. Oaken allows for easy transferable information between your clients, between your growers, between your different farm managers. You can share information. So it also allows you to do that, and it enhances that collaboration. And also, a lot of technologies that are out there, not all, but there are when you think of technology, you think of, oh, it pushes the relationship of business is that relationship, right? Well, this platform not only enhances your customer relationships, whether that be your client, customer, your landowner, your grower that you're working with, maybe it's across your business, but it also allows for you to ensure that the customers that you're working with feel valued and understood. And I'm going to share a thing at the end about what you can do. So today I'm just going to go over the platform. I'll dive into each specific on different YouTube videos, but I wanted you to get a feel for what it would look like. So here I have open the dashboard of the Farmland Manager Oaken platform. Now, this could be your individual farm manager. It could be administrator or general manager in your office. They could see all of the information. So your managed acres obviously would be much larger. But a farm manager would log into Oaken and it would have all those tasks. So not only the managed work, this one only has some upcoming immediate needs for your clients. the clients they're working with, landowners, but it also would have, hey, did you do your, was there did you get the report done, or you have a report coming up, or, did you go do a field visit? So they could see all that in a splash on their laptop when they logged into Oaken. I could see this being open and always open on their computers, right? And as let's say you're a farm manager, company owner, or a general manager, you can see also specifically, did Ron get the field checks done? Or how far out are they? 20 to, 7 days out, 30 days out, whatever those are, you can see that as well. And that helps build in efficiencies. And it also helps making sure that your clients are getting the unique service that your customers expect from your company. So you can see this is the dashboard. I'm going to go through it quite quickly, but there's an active calendar here with information on it. You can click into it and you can just see, hey, there's a lease renewal coming up and there's birthdays. And what's nice is you think, oh, birthday's kind of trivial, but it's kind of nice to be able to go ahead and send right from here an e-card saying, hey, happy birthday, Kate. I know it means a lot to me when I get even those simple things. You can do anniversaries, you can do all that. And this all set up from an Oaken standpoint. And you're probably thinking, well, that's a lot of information. At Oaken, we provide the white glove service, white glove treatment. We will help you get, it's your choice, but we will help you get set up, 85, 90% of the way that your business can really start to utilize this. And we do all the trainings and we continue to have follow-ups. So it's, you're not alone and trying to do this by yourself. It's not a tail light type of a process. We help you throughout the entire way. Or maybe someone, so let's go back to the dashboard. So if someone calls, that individual can put in here, maybe it was a phone call, maybe it was in person, I had a conversation, maybe it was a text, maybe it was an email, and you can set up the follow-up that I need to follow up with that person. So you can do that right from here, which is really nice. You can see all the lease renewals that are coming up. You saw that one on the 30th. Here it is. You can see all your potential clients. So you can also say, I need to follow up on the Adams farm or the Adams lease or whoever that is, the farm. And you can say, well, I need to follow up on the Adams farm because they were talking about transitioning that farm. You can set those kind of, or maybe they want to sell the farm. You can follow up. So from your sales perspective, your brokering perspective, you can add those conversations in here and it'll remind you, hey, follow up with, Mr. Adams to get that, talk to him about the farm. So those are some really nice things that you can do here. So it also talks about the upcoming payments and then a record of all the documentation, all that in a dashboard. So you can see it's very comprehensive. I'm just going to slip into the profiles here. You can see that each farm manager will know exactly how many, we call them land partners, just say, landowners. He has 63 active, five prospects that he's working with. So you can see that, you can see the number here, right? Total contracts. So there's 166 active leases that he's working with on the different landowners. Last time they reached out to those landowners, it gives you that kind of information, so you can set that up. Also, it talks about the different landowners and the land partners, about who they are. You can click into here and find information on contact information, all the farm information, profiles, and those sort of things. So very, very comprehensive. Centralized customer information. In this particular case, it's the client. Now let's switch over to the growers. The growers is the exact same. So how many growers you work with, it's probably more about 15 to 20. How many, different contacts are with those growers. So it's the exact same information. You can also add in tilers for that particular field and tie it to that particular client. You can add in lawyers, bankers, all those sort of things. So if I went back to land partners and just clicked into, let's say, C&D resources here, I can see all the different relationships, who the point of contact is for C&D resources. You can go in here and add it that says, hey, Rick's passing it to Justin or whatever, those sort of things. And so this has been a really big feedback item from farm managers, that they love this relationship tree. You can see all the payments. You can see all the lease fields. I'm going to go into this in more detail, but I just wanted to give it some flavor. From an auditability history standpoint, you can see who has touched this documentation. So you can see who touched whatever it is, whether they uploaded a file edited an email, edited a note, this will all come up here in the history under that lease. And that all comes into, right, to that. So that is a really nice piece. Okay. So moving on, trying to keep things a little short here. So you don't, so let's talk about this is another unique thing about Oaken. It's the actual leases. Farm managers said to us, we need help managing our leases. Our leases, routinely are annual. Some of them are a little further than that. But we also have active, all the relationships associated with those leases. And so this shows you how many active leases you have, how many expired leases, how many are in draft. You can go up here and search for, say, Adams. You can search for the lease for Adams. We not only search the file name, we also search inside the document itself. So you can see there's a lot of great information there. So you can find that. You can find that from the dashboard as well, but you can find it also from the lease perspective. But you can get in here and see all the fields. We are the different payments that are structured here. What's paid, what that looks like. So you can see there's a lot of information here. Like I said, I'll go into more detail. Again, there's the history piece of who maybe touched that documentation. But the lease management helps you manage the payments, helps you manage the expenses. So that's really, really cool. Okay. The other thing that you can do is if I go back to leases here and click on, let's say this one, you can, let me go back to land portfolio. So what you can do is, so you can just see a very quick overview of all the different lease types. You can sort by lease types. You can sort by expiration date. You can add a lease here. You can do a lot of different things, and it's like I said, it's very comprehensive, and I'll go into that in more detail. I just wanted you to have an overview. You can see how many cash rents, how many flexes, where you're at on your renewal process, how much is tillable, how much is pasture. Very comprehensive lease management overview, and again, this was built with input directly from the farm manager industry. Okay, so that's that particular piece. Let's go into payments. So you can see here the different what's been paid and what's been unpaid. So you can sort by what's been paid and unpaid on your leases, on the payments from your leases. It shows you, how many payments are due within the next 30 days. Year to date, what's been paid out and your average rent. It can give you payment histories as well. Again, I'm going to go into this in more detail, but I just wanted to give you a flavor for what that. If you're looking, you're probably saying, well, that's a lot of information already. Again, we'll help you upload the data. It's your data. We don't do anything with it. We create the account, get out. We don't negotiate leasing. We don't do anything. We upload your leases. We can, if the lease is the same year over year, there is a functionality in there for you to be able to use that lease and send that via DocuSign, because we're integrated with DocuSign. We're also integrated with QuickBooks, which helps with reconciliation. Okay, so there's that piece. Also, I wanted to show you here. So one of the last pieces is like customer retention and sharing that information with your customers. And what I like to do here is look at this and say, I want to share with Beverly. So I would select Beverly, and I would select sharing type, share all of our leases and documents. This is from your farm manager standpoint. You are in control of what they see, how long they see it. Could be a banker you're sending a document to. It could be a lawyer you're sending a document to. Oh, and by the way, it'll also remind them to sign that document. They'll keep getting email reminders. Hey, did you sign that document for, XYZ farm management company? Also growers will get reminders as well. Hey, did you send the scale ticket? Did you send the planting date? Did you send, yield maps or whatever that you're requesting from that grower? It'll remind them. And I know, having spent a lot of time with farm management and learning about the industry, that is a huge efficiency issue as well. So you can give them permanent access, and they can look, and then you can come down here and you can preview what they see. Now think of this way. So when you're trying to increase your customer, giving them a better experience with your firm, think of them as looking at their 401k or their their land is their asset, right? It's an important asset to their overall, to them individually, to their families. So you can share all that information with them. So think of, they would have a login, they would have access, it would have your contact information over here, your company contact information, and you would have all the leases, all the payments, any documentation, any notes, any reports, any maps. You can also share some media. You can put videos in here as well. And think of it, like I said, as like a 401k where a customer could go in working with your farm management firm. They could be in Europe, they could be in Florida, they could be anywhere on the globe and get in here and they could share this information that you have created, this experience that you have created for them to do that. No, there's no other company out there that's doing what Oaken can do. Again, we are the only ag-centric farm manager focused CR, let's call it, like I said, LM platform on the market today. So that is the platform and that's the experience. Now, again, I went through that pretty fast, but I wanted you to get, let's say you, I forgot to mention, let's say you have a newsletter or something that you can send. You can also put that into their portal and share that information. So you can see it's quite comprehensive in what you can do. So that is the platform. I just wanted to give you an overview. If you have any questions, you can come and you can go to oaken.ag. You can reach out to me. We would love to do a deeper demo with you. The next video, I will work on going into how to set up profiles. We'll go into the actual leases. We'll talk about payments, and we'll dive in deeper on how to set up a portal. So we're looking at probably 4 to 5 more videos. But I wanted you to have an understanding of what the platform looked like. Again, the only platform that is ag-centric, came out of Purdue University, designed by farmland managers for farm managers. Again, you can find more information out on oaken.ag, or you can reach out to me. We're on YouTube, we're on X, we're on Facebook, and we'd love to have the opportunity to learn about your business. Again, possibly if you need specific customization, we can look into getting this customized for your business. But if you're saying, are there other platforms out there like that? There aren't. Well, this is the one platform that's out there focused on customers, has the only lease management, payment management system like this from a customer relationship lease management platform, the only one on the market. And so, again, I'll leave it with this thought. Foundationally, the land, the leasing, the customers are essential to your business. Oaken will enhance not only the way you manage your leases and allow you to expand and allow you to enhance relationships with your growers and your customers, but it also separates you from other that potentially aren't adopting this technology. So thanks for listening. Again, if you have any questions, my contact information will be at the end of this YouTube video. Appreciate you opening it. Again, look for subsequent videos on the Oaken CRLM platform, and have a great day. Thank you.